minutes before storming back to his tuk-tuk and driving away. Upon viewing the video, Phnom Penh Police Commissioner Sartet ordered the arrest of the man later that day. That night, the 47-year-old suspect was arrested in Kandal district of Kandal province. The district police are currently preparing their case to hand over to the Phnom Penh Municipal Police for further processing. Anthony Ellis, EAC News.
You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. The Ministry of Environment launched a new mobile app to better support and promote ecotourism destinations. The app is meant to make it easier for tourists to find specific information about ecotourism destinations and facilitate travel with key functions such as navigation maps, travel planning, and sharing information about natural beauty through photos and SMS. EAC News reporter Anthony Ellis has the story.
The Ecotourist Cambodia app, or Doreng Srukyung, was launched on Monday under the chairmanship of Minister of Environment Say Sam Al, along leaders with representatives of the World Bank and development partners. The minister praised the tech team and thanked partner organisations for their active participation in creating the mobile app. He said the achievement was proof that the lives of Cambodians have turned from the trauma of the war to harmony and happiness, full of opportunities to travel with family and friends all over the country and relax in nature. He said, "These are the fruits of the peace we are achieving. The culture of peace is deeply rooted in the hearts of all Cambodians." He added that the new mobile app is part of the Totoro Tourism ecotourism development policy, which has gradually improved the lives of people in prospect areas through the income from tourism. The goal is also to strengthen community life, provide opportunities for the ecotourism development, and reduce the threat of the Cambodian natural resources. Anthony Ellis, EAC News.
You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. Apsara Authority experts are in the process of repairing the temple building on the east side of Prayakan Temple and its bare. The project began at the start of 2023 and is expected to be completed by the year's end. Chia Sarit, an archaeologist and project manager at the Prayakan Temple site, said that the eastern portion of the Prayakan Temple currently is under repair and is a square that measures about 15 meters on each side and includes a bare, or an artificial body of water, which many believe was used for water storage and irrigation. Prior to the restoration, the team relied on old documents, archaeological excavations, photographs for reference on how to accurately repair the structure. He said that the crew is repairing according to traditional techniques, which entails an immense amount of manpower and no power tools or machinery. Built in the same phase as the nearby temples, the staircase is enclosed by a sandstone wall, decorated with carvings of swans and the serpent god Naga. The eastern bare of the Prayakan Temple is extremely dilapidated after time, neglect, and the removal of much of its sandstone to be used elsewhere. Archaeologists have found that the use of ancient stones was abundant after the Angkorian period, and the removal from the terrace caused the wall to completely collapse due to water leakage. The team has found evidence that the bare was used after the Angkorian period for water storage as well. Chia Sarit hopes that the restoration will serve to show the role and connection between Prayakan Temple, the North Bare, and the Nikboan Temple while preserving the site in a way that shows its historical layers from construction to the modern day. Kristen Winters, EAC News. You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. Future Prime Minister Hun Manet said he looks forward to meeting Lethwei boxer Dave Leduc when he visits Cambodia later this year for his final match. EAC News reporter Anthony Ellis has more.
Six-time Lethwei world champion Dave Leduc announced he would retire from fighting 3 days ago on social media, and this was his final match would be in Kun Khmer style at the invitation of Cambodia. On Monday, Leduc posted on his social media congratulating Dr. Hun Manet as the new Prime Minister of Cambodia. Leduc said that he would, although he is Canadian, known as the Burmese Lethwei champion, he would respect Cambodia by fighting his native Kun Khmer style. Dr. Hun Manet thanked Leduc for loving Cambodia and looks forward to meeting him. Leduc also mentioned his intention to meet with the Prime Minister Hun Manet during his visit. Anthony Ellis, EAC News.
You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. A high school in Krati province has been temporarily closed, while the Cambodian Mine Action Center, or CMAC, works on removing over 2,000 grenades, ammunition, and other unexploded ordnance, presumably left over from the Khmer Rouge era. EAC News reporter Anthony Ellis has more.
Karachi's Department of Education Director Leigh Border confirmed to EAC News that Queen Kozamak High School will be closed until further notice, while the CMAC determines the size of scope of weapons cache or works on demining the area. He said the school was undergoing renovations when workers found ammunition buried not far below the ground on August 11th. The school then called in the CMAC team, who found over 2,000 unexploded ordnance buried 3 or 4 metres underground. According to the education director, the unexploded ordnance consisted of M79 grenades, DK75 and fused M48 shells, and B40 rocket launcher ordnance. He said that the munitions may have been left over from the Khmer Rouge era and that the site could have been a storage house for weapons and ammunition. He stressed that it would take time to check the area and that the school would have to be closed until the grounds have been completely surveyed. He said the students can continue to study online or organise home studies with their teachers while the dangerous situation is resolved. Anthony Ellis, EAC News.
You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us.